I'm Henry Kosche. I'm a student at Western Governors University. This is my presentation for LUT1. As we all know, our country has been being affected by a global recession. Traditionally, when families curb their spending at home and corporations cut back, the demand for goods and services drops, and one of the sectors to feel it first is manufacturing. A recession usually indicates the need to cut back the workforce or lay off employees. Some corporations have found a way to avoid letting their workers go while remaining productive. It's a methodology that has been important in the Japanese manufacturing environment, and it's gaining momentum in the United States. It's a concept called lean. Lean manufacturing began as a philosophy for reducing waste in production and execution, but is now seen as a mechanism for cutting costs. But what is lean? In the most basic terms, lean is about creating more customer value with less resources. In lean speak, anything that adds cost without adding value is waste. What I mean is, using resources during manufacturing for any goal other than creating an item or feature for the customer the customer is willing to pay for is called waste. This includes any materials that are waiting to be inspected or waiting for materials that are delayed. The first principle of lean is customer first, so anything that is waste is not of value. The second principle of lean is learning your company's value stream. The value stream is each step that must be taken to get from point A, your company, to point B, your paying customer. Again, steps should only include those that add value, and those that do not should be eliminated. The third principle of lean is to develop flow. This means looking at the value stream and ensuring that the work flows seamlessly from one step to the next in the production process. The fourth principle is called pull. This is the concept that the customers guide the business to you and react to their requests. A paying customer is pulling work through the system. In a company where the employees are producing goods that no one has ordered or requested, it is called pushing. For example, if the employees in a manufacturing plant are creating products so that they are ready to ship if somebody orders them, this is called pushing. Pushing is a negative process because it leads to the increase in inventory, which is waste. An example of pushing is the way that Sealy mattresses used to produce their products. The old way for the employees to make dozens of unfinished mattresses at a time. They'd stack the mattresses on a conveyor that led to a taper. This is a machine that sews the top panel to the mattress. Since implementing lean, the taper has been moved 50 feet closer to the employees, who now work in two-person teams to assemble the majority of the mattress, set it onto the taper, and have a finished queen-size mattress 5 minutes later. This has led to pulling, which is creating mattresses as are needed rather than stacking inventory. If you have to put the first four principles in place, you are working toward the elimination of waste. The fifth principle of lean is the seeking of perfection. The ultimate goal in a lean organization is to provide value to the customer through a creation process that has zero waste. That would be perfection in lean speak. The best way to achieve perfection is to start with the closest to production. Asking those who actually work to suggest more streamlined ways to do it instead of adding more processes encourages people to think creatively. Ultimately, production is faster, the manufacturing plant wastes less, and you have more engaged workforce. An executive manager who is utilizing the lean concept reduces the resources that don't add value, and he educates and empowers his employees to identify and eliminate problems while they are doing their daily jobs. The leader begins by discussing the 7 deadly wastes. Number 1, overproduction. This is producing more than the customer has ordered. Number 2 is waiting. Examples include idle time, waiting for materials or information, or a machine that's unavailable. An example would be a warehouse worker waiting for a forklift, or this also includes busy work. Number 3, inventory. Excess raw materials or finished work, or material that is not needed right away to satisfy the customer demand. This includes work in progress that hasn't been requested. Number 4 is motion. The movement of equipment of people that is necessary to do the job. Number 5, processing waste. a waste of space, energy, or people. For example, machines that are too slow or too fast, equipment that uses too much energy, redundant work such as copying information or cleaning something more than once. Defective products, anything that can't be presented to the customer. And number 7, transportation, handling materials more than once. Teaching the workforce what the 7 deadly wastes are and asking them to input allows you to put the current processes on a diet, hence the term lean. You're trimming away unnecessary fat, or waste, and allowing the company to run more efficiently. The changes must come at the lowest possible level. No process that they are following should take away from the end product. There's also a strategy called the 5 S's. The 5 S's are sort. This means getting rid of things or tools that aren't used. Don't keep things that might be used or will never be used. Stabilize. Put the things that are being used within reach of the person using it. Shine. This is cleaning. Keep things organized and safe. Standardized. This is the creating operating procedures that will maintain or standardize the first 3 S's. And sustain. Keeping a well-ordered workplace. You can see that Lean looks at the core processes that the manufacturing plant is following and then focuses on making them flow more smoothly. In recession, corporations should strive to bring Lean into their manufacturing plants. A lean business is one that brings greater success, happier customers, a reduced amount of wasted resources, and a commitment to continually improve while at the same time helping companies to weather the current economic recession. Are there any questions?
This seems like it might work, but has Lean been successful? I'd rather know some well-known companies that have used it before I try it.
Toyota, Boeing, and General Electric are very successful corporations that have put lean principles into effect and began to use less labor hours and still retain their employees and increase their client base.
That doesn't make sense to me. Wouldn't less labor mean less jobs?
No. Lean is a way of reducing costs and increasing efficiency. By doing that, you create more value for your company. The principles are about eliminating waste, not people in the processes and work areas. In most cases, when waste is eliminated, the company is able to help more customers and have a trustworthy track record. This can lead to more jobs and better job security.
Can you only use Lean in manufacturing?
No. Lean can be applied in nearly any business setting. What you are looking for is ways to become more efficient and cut waste. It is a customer-driven, customer-focused, so it applies to most industries and is being effectively used in hospitals and from hospitals to accounting. Thank you.